Hi everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We're really excited to introduce you to Historic England and tell you all about what we do and some of the career options that we've got. My name is Kathy Young. I'm the Early Careers and Recruitment Advisor here, and I'm joined by Tara Davis, who is our Early Careers and Recruitment Manager. We have the next slide, please, May. Thank you. So I don't know how many of you will know much about Historic England, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of a brief overview. So we were formerly called the Historic Buildings and Monuments Commission for England, and we were established on the 1st of April 1984 by the National Heritage Act of 1983. We are the arm's length body sponsored by the Department for Culture, Media and Sport. And our overall aim is to protect, champion and save the places that define who we are and where we've come from as a nation. So the places in your local towns or areas that are important to you, we want to protect and save. We employ around 1,000 staff. And this is across 2 national offices, which are Swindon and London, and then our 6 regional offices, Birmingham, Bristol, Manchester, Newcastle and York. And in addition to that, we've got a research centre, which is based at Fort Cumberland near Portsmouth. And we've got a budget of around 100 million per annum. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more of an idea of who we are and what we do. If we could have the next slide, please, and over to Tara.
So just talking about what's important to us in terms of our values and where they come from. So we have 5 values, which are really important to us as an organisation, and they inform and influence how we go about every part of our work. So with passion, so we share our love of the historic environment, to inspire and energise people. Learning is really important to us, so we listen and learn and pass on our knowledge to others. Collaboration with our partners and the people that we work with to achieve great things. Openness, so in communication is really key, in a way so that everything is understandable, available and useful to everyone. And then responsibility, so we are accountable to the public as a public organisation, and we always act with integrity. Next slide, please.
Thanks, May. So people think generally that we kind of just look after historical buildings, but there's so much more that we do. And this slide just gives you an idea of the sort of things that you could do at Historic England. We've got all sorts of roles for all sorts of people. So whether most of you that we're talking to today, you're going to be just starting out, thinking about what careers you want to do, thinking about finding that role that suits your skills and your interests. And this list here gives you, just some of the ideas that we do. We've recently had, just to give you an idea, apprentices within archaeology, facilities management, finance, HR. We're currently in the midst of a big digital strategy, and we've had apprentices in the digital space. We've got data analyst apprentices with us at the moment too, as well as our more sort of heritage specific apprentices who we recruit each year into our sort of listings, casework, development advice areas, and they are our historic environment advice assistants. So there's so much opportunity. There's just a wealth of things for you to consider. What I'd like to do in a second is, as we're talking to you about opportunities as we go through, we're constantly thinking about growing and developing our workforce, and diversity within our workforce is really important to us. So we strive to work with partners and colleagues to develop that strategy. What I'd like to ask May to do now is we've just got a short video we'd like to share with you that will explain that a little bit more.
Sorry, coming. I don't know where I had it all up, and as technical, always never shows up, does it? Where's it gone? There we go. I think, wait.
I always find it shows up, but then it never has any volume.
Here we go. No, I'd lost the screen and I've got it here now. Okay. Let me know if everyone can hear this, but should be. Okay. Right. Sorry, I'm just gonna, because I want to make sure that I'm sharing the, yeah. Okay.
Heritage is for everyone. Historic England wants to make sure that people connect with, enjoy and benefit from England's spectacular historic environment. This is at the heart of their work. But to truly make that happen, they need their teams to reflect the communities they work with.
Do I need to be a historian, or can I learn from experienced colleagues? Understanding the past can help shape my future. Where can my curiosity take me?
My journey so far has been unconventional. Where will my ideas be valued?
Historic England is actively seeking new perspectives from passionate people with open and curious minds. Whatever your history, if you are ready to champion heritage and improve lives, visit historicengland.org.uk/careers.
Thank you, May.
Great. Next slide, please, May. It'd be brilliant. So as Kathy said, inclusion and diversity is at the forefront of the work that we do. In Historic England, we're always looking for new ways to be inclusive and to celebrate the cultural diversity of England's heritage. To do that, we need people with fresh perspectives and fresh talent from all walks of life to join us. Next slide, please. Here is just kind of a short overview to share with you of our Future Talent programme and the career opportunities that will be available to you in the future. So we offer a virtual work experience programme, which is available from the ages of 13 to 22 years old. And this is an online virtual work experience programme for 1 to 2 weeks, which everyone can join. We also do in-person work experience. So you have the opportunity to get an insight to the work that we do and the career opportunities available. We also, in the summer, from June to September, offer short-term 8 to 12-week placements, which are paid placements, giving anyone from the age of 16 to 30 the opportunity to get some work experience and some practical experience and insight into the opportunities available. And then we also offer September onwards every year our 6-month paid placements. And this is an opportunity for anyone that is 16 years and over to have an opportunity to get some practical work experience and some employability skills across various different roles in our organisation. We also offer our apprenticeship opportunities, and these can be from level 3 to level 7 opportunities, and these can be anything from 12 months to 48 months, and there's no age limit and anyone can apply. Next slide, please. So just talking a little bit about embracing diversity again, we as an organisation at Historic England believe that heritage is for everyone, and so are the jobs in the heritage sector. We are an equal opportunities employer, and we work really hard to improve diversity in our workforce. We're really proud to be a disability confident leader, and part of the youth friendly and Stonewall diversity champion employer, and we were also a gold award winner of the Mind Workplace Wellbeing Index. But we're not stopping there, and there's so many other partners that we work really closely with, such as organisations like Even Break, who support disabled people into the workplace to promote our opportunities to an inclusive audience. As an organisation, we're committed to examining our behaviours and challenging bias. to make sure that we are inclusive and we take the right steps to represent diverse work voices in our workforce. Next slide, please.
So here at Historic England, we also think it's so important to support wellbeing, and this is really key for us. And one of our targets and goals is to make sure we support mental health and wellbeing. One of our top priorities. So we're proud, as Tara mentioned, that we have been awarded gold from the charity Mind in their Workplace Wellbeing Index, which demonstrates our long-term in-depth commitment to employee mental health. We also have across the organisation a number of mental health first aiders and champions who are there to support every individual. And there are courses, resilience training and meditation classes available to everyone who works here, as well as a wide range of other initiatives to promote mental health and well-being, including sort of a desk yoga session once a week at lunchtime that people can take part in. So that again is really important to you. Next slide, please. What else can we offer you? Well, when it comes to looking after our people, we're proud to go above and beyond, as hopefully you've seen from some of the initiatives that we've talked to you about. We really want to help every individual to balance their personal life and home life, and offer flexible working, working from home as well as in the office, so that there's a really nice balance there for everybody. We also have an abundance of rewards and benefits, and from financial benefits to training. You'll absolutely at Historic England have everything you need to be the best that you can. Next slide, please. So, excuse me, hopefully from finding out a little bit more about the work we're involved in and what we do to protect the historic environment will inspire you to consider a career in heritage. You might be wondering about how you can make that a reality. So for the next few minutes, Tara and I will take you through in more detail, some of the routes that you could take. There has never been a better time to explore opportunities in heritage, as there are lots more options available to you other than just the traditional degree path. You might feel that an academic route in university doesn't suit your learning style, or that you prefer to learn in a much more hands-on practical way through real work experience. This picture that you're looking at the moment is a recent intake of apprentices, and what we'll do is I'll talk you through some of the apprenticeship opportunities that could be the right route for you. Next slide, please. So I mentioned before a Historic Environment Advice Assistant apprenticeship. So we took a lead on developing that apprenticeship for the heritage sector. We're really very passionate about how young people having opportunities to do valuable work connecting local communities with their heritage. If you don't know much about apprenticeships yet, an apprenticeship isn't a lesser qualification than a degree. The route that you choose will depend on your learning style and your personal circumstances. You might not want to move away from home. You might not be able to fund university fees, but this shouldn't stop you achieving what you want to achieve. An apprenticeship works on an 80-20 split, so 80% of your time is spent learning on the job and 20% of your time is spent as study, usually 1 day a week, sometimes as block release. During your apprenticeship, you will get real work experience along with your study, and you get paid an apprenticeship salary. This is set at a national apprenticeship wage, but here at Historic England, we like to think that we pay above and beyond that, as we really value bringing young people like yourselves into the organisation. The slide that you're looking at shows you just a handful of some of the apprenticeships that we've recently recruited to, ranging from level 2 in finance to level 3 and 4 in some of our other areas across the organisation. Archaeological technicians, so we've recently had 2 apprentices complete this and begin their journey into becoming an archaeologist without having to endure lots of years at university to do that. We also do have 2 level 7 apprentices, one of those in the archaeological team, who actually is in an aerial role, an aerial investigation role. So she goes up in the planes, takes photographs of our landscapes and our buildings, and then works with her team to really investigate those and evaluate and what we need to do to continue to protect those really precious places. So over the last few years, just to give you an indication, we've recruited about 20 new apprentices, coming from all different, across the nation, and coming from all different walks of life, some straight from school, some straight from college, some from university, and some people also looking for a career change. So really the opportunities are really fruitful for you here. Next slide, please.
So just talking to you a little bit about what to expect when you apply for one of our opportunities. So we, as an organisation, it's a very fair approach. We don't do CV applications. So it's through an online recruitment portal, and we will ask a series of questions about your related skills and experience, typically about 4 questions, which you would complete as part of the application. The application is then reviewed by a minimum of 2 people in our organisation, so it's real people that are assessing your application. And then if you are successful, you'll be invited to a face-to-face or virtual interview. All of our candidates that are unsuccessful will get feedback in writing on their application. And then, if you are successful, you'll be welcomed to Historic England, and you'll complete a full induction, and you'll be very well supported in your development. Next slide, please.
Thanks, Tara. So a couple of other things we wanted to talk to you about. Historic England, we mentioned, run a work experience programme. This is in partnership with Springpod, who some of you may have come across already, as they work with lots of different organisations. Our programme is an immersive and interactive programme which introduces you to working for not just Historic England but the wider heritage sector. Through the programme, you meet lots of people within the organisation who work in different parts of the business, for example, in archaeology or in our development advice teams, and they introduce you to what it would look like to work with them and develop your career. But it also offers advice on applying for jobs, overall sort of career advice, interviews, that sort of thing. And there's lots of activities for you to complete along the way. Since 2023, we've had more than 3,000 students enroll on this programme with some really fabulous feedback. So if you haven't had a chance to look at that yet, please do go come to our website and take a look. Next slide, please.
So just wanted to talk to you about kind of what's next in terms of our emerging talent programme and what's available. So in April of next year, 2026, we will be advertising 8-week long placements, which are paid placements. Over the summer, we successfully recruited 18 people this year to complete that summer programme. And then effectively, probably in August, September time of every year, we will advertise our step-up placements. And these are those 6 months paid placements where you get a real insight to some practical work at Historic England. Since 2023, we've successfully hired 6 step-up placements, and those applications will be going live in spring 2026. Next slide, please, May. And here's just a picture of our recent event in London. Every year we invite everyone who's attended a placement and completed any in-person work experience in our London office, where we have a really interesting day where, new perspectives, everyone meets each other, and we all get the opportunity to talk about our experience and to share what opportunities are available to you all. Thank you. Next slide.
This is just a couple of quotes, just give you a second to have a look at from some of our placements. Next slide, please, May. So appreciate, as we come to a close, we've given you a lot of information in a very short amount of time, but hopefully we've inspired you to take a closer look at what working within the heritage sector might be able to offer you. You might be thinking, what can I do now? What the next steps I can take? How can I set myself sort of up against other applicants? You know, hopefully we've set your mind at rest, and we're not just looking for people who've got history qualifications. An interest in history is great, but actually we're much more than that. Perhaps if you can take a look at our work experience, that will give you a better idea of what the opportunities might be as well in the future. Maybe see if there's any volunteering experiences in your local area that you could get involved with, just to test your hand. There are in certain areas of the country, certainly, you know, if you're interested in archaeology, you might be able to volunteer to help on a dig that's happening locally, something like that. Anything within your community that enhances your experience and helps you to really understand what might be of interest to you. We can send any further information to your teachers if you would like that, via mail, of course. But thank you for your time and for listening, and we hope you've enjoyed learning about Historic England.